Savings on all pools, all sizes, all budgets. Only 10 days. Only at the Great Escape.
Escape your everyday. Shop the Great Escape.
Time now for our ATI injury report. Scott Baker remains on the 60-day DL as he works his way back from an elbow injury. Zach Putnam, Ryan Sweeney also on the 60-day disabled list. You see Rafael Dolis, Brian Bogusevic, David DeJesus activated. So Cubs have 2 players remaining on that 15-day DL. Bogusevic's hamstring injury could keep him out a while, and Dolis dealing with a sore forearm. All right, as we told you earlier in the show, Alfonso Soriano has given the Cubs a list of teams he would now accept a trade to. The New York Yankees are on that list. Here is Sori a short time ago in the clubhouse.
Like I said before, it's a little difficult because I've been almost 7 years here with the same unit, and know the city. I have my place in Chicago, but it's part of baseball. So sometimes we have to move, and maybe wherever I go, maybe I can feel better.
So it sounds like, I mean, they're still talking. It's close enough that they're talking anyway, and they're trying to work something out. Did you tell him whether you'd accept the Yankees?
He know my point. So now we're waiting.
So if they're still talking, that means yes, that you would accept the Yankees.
It's a list. I have a list. So the Yankees in the list. So but they have a list.
All right, there you have it. So they have the list. The Yankees are on the list. I would bet that's where he's probably headed.
That's what it seems.
You look at Texas, they needed a starter. They went and got Garza. The Yankees need offense. They go and get Soriano.
Well, this is a very good position for him to be in. I mean, he's got a chance to do something great at the end of his career. Why not capitalize on it? Why not at least
on the biggest stage?
At least throw it out there. If it doesn't work, so be it. Again, I think our fans here in Chicago will look at him with a better feel, I think.
Well, if he goes out a winner.
Absolutely.
All right, time to get Todd Hollinsworth's keys to the game.
All right, Double D right off the top. Talking about David DeJesus. He's back. Hopefully he's going to give us some instant offense there at the top of the lineup. That's what I'm hoping for. But again, his pitch selection, he's the table setter. Right? It's good to see him back. Hopefully he can be a factor in the ballgame and set the table. You put him with Junior Lake up there at the top, and I'm thinking we may have a big offensive explosion tonight, the way that they're swinging the bat. So to me, he's going to be key. Number 2, middle of the plate. I'm talking Jeff Zamarja. I'm talking horizontal movement in the strike zone. Late movement, meaning that's where his pitches are, meaning he's on line. You need to see the splitty at the knees, diving off the table. You need to see the slider down the middle, breaking to the outside corner. The problem when Jeff gets in trouble really is when there's not the swing and the misses, because he's missing so far off the corners. And before, when he was struggling, it was again because he was flying open a little bit and his lines were not very good working towards home plate. Better in Colorado, needs to do that again tonight. Extra base hits. It's a real simple way of me working around the runners in scoring position conversation, which we have on every show. They're 3 for 40 on the road trip. What I'm talking about is guys on first base. Let's get some doubles. Let's get some triples. You saw it last night from the Diamondbacks. They had 6 extra base hits. They poured it on. They were able to keep the line moving with Big Thunder and the ball moving all over this place. It's a great place to hit in the desert. Hopefully they can get some extra base hits in this ballgame, Cap, and make some things happen.
Okay, our key performers today. I won yesterday. I get to go first. I'm going to go with Starlin.
Well, I'm going with my third key, and the best answer I give you is Anthony Rizzo right there in the middle of the lineup. Hopefully we get some big hits from him, and these guys can score some early runs for Jeff.
All right, I asked the crew led by Steve Gardner, and they went Junior Lake.
15, what is it, 12 for 22.
Yeah, they take the easy way out again. Thanks for watching Papa John's Cubs pregame live. Holly and I will be here after the final out for the postgame show, no matter how late it is. Len and JD are next with the call of the game. Have a wonderful evening. For our great crew, Cap and Holly, see you on the other side.
Nobody does what Papa John's does.
Now, every day after the Northsiders score 3 runs, buy any pizza online and get one free. Available online only at papajohns.com with promo code NORTHSIDE. Order now at papajohns.com.
Blue Man Group. For tickets, visit blueman.com.
It's a golden opportunity to discover the heart-pounding exhilaration beyond the engineering. Come to the Golden Opportunity Sales Event to experience the precision handling of the Lexus performance vehicles, including the GS and all-new IS. Lease the all-wheel drive 2014 IS 250 for $349 a month for 27 months. See your Lexus dealer.
This could change everything. A frost brew liner, cold-activated mountains, two-stage cold indicators, plus a new double-vented wide mouth. This technological masterpiece will revolutionize barbecues, beach parties, and tailgates. It will bring cold refreshment to millions of people this summer and eliminate oppressive heat around the world. Sorry, I got carried away. The world's most refreshing can, only from Coors Light.
What's the biggest number you can think of?
A trillion, billion, zillion.
That's pretty big. How about you?
10.
Okay. How about you?
Infinity.
Can you top that?
Infinity in 1.
Actually, we are looking for infinity plus infinity. Sorry.
What about infinity times infinity? Oh.
It's not complicated. Bigger is better, and AT&T has the nation's largest 4G network.
Cubs are in the desert this week in the middle of a 4-game series. This is game 3 tonight. Cubs winning game 1. The Diamondbacks taking game 2. It's the Cubs and the Diamondbacks here on Comcast Sportsnet. Always great to have you with us. Along with Jim DeShays, I'm Len Casper. Roster move today. David DeJesus back from the DL. Missed almost 6 weeks with a sprained shoulder, but he's back in the lineup tonight.
Good to have him back, and outstanding timing for David DeJesus. He's been really good here at Chase Field. Lifetime .354 hitter here at Chase Field. You see 4 out of 11 on his rehab assignment. Bad luck for Dave Chappelle. He gets option back to AAA. He's been the yo-yo guy up and down this year.
Junior Lake's going to move over to left field tonight. He's in for Alfonso Soriano in our Menards Big Lumber stat as we take a look at Junior Lake. I mean, everything he's done has been spectacular.
Yeah, you talk about a guy with some life in his body, the ball exploding off his bat. He's shown speed, he's shown energy. A couple of bunt hits the other night to go along with a 435-foot home run. He's gone deep in each of the last 2 ball games. He's 7 out of 10 here in the desert. What a start to his big league career for 23-year-old Junior Lake. My goodness, he's been good.
And tonight's starter is Jeff Samardzija, his second outing since the All-Star break. His first one of his best in Colorado. He was very happy with his mechanics that night.
Yeah, after really scuffling heading into the break, his last 2 starts before the break were not good at all, but he bounced back nicely Friday night against the Diamondbacks, punched out 6 in 7 1/3 innings in one of the most difficult ballpark to pitch in the National League. He was outstanding. The slider, the splitter, both very good, and the fastball command was there for him as well.
Yeah, he'd like to be a lot better against Arizona than he was on June 1st at Wrigley Field. Ian Kennedy, who started that night, goes for Arizona tonight. Well, it's the youth movement for the Cubs. Junior Lake, 23 years old, 12 hits already in his first 5 major league games. Some great defense in this series from Cole Gillespie as well. We'll have Cubs baseball coming up next.
I'm your Lincoln concierge, and that's the Lincoln MKX. It has an EPA estimated rating of 26 highway miles per gallon. Book a test drive?
3 o'clock.
Lincoln Concierge, always ready to help at Lincoln.com. Like right now during the Lincoln Summer Invitation. Get our best offers of the year on the 2013 Lincoln MKX during the Lincoln Summer Invitation on now.
If you want the best of baseball all season long, Xfinity from Comcast gives you the best seat in the house. With MLB Network, you get live games 4 nights a week, plus 24/7 insider coverage and live look-ins every night. This is MLB Network on Xfinity. This is awesome. Sign up for the Xfinity HD Preferred XF Triple Play with MLB Network or ask about other bundles starting at only $99 a month for 12 months. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Just how big is tonight's Powerball jackpot? It's 3 times the size of my hair. Who wrote this? Timmy? Timmy, I thought we were friends.
Welcome to the Good Life, Inc., where the grass is green on both sides of the fence. Our latest product? The new Good Life instant tickets from the Illinois Lottery. Anything's possible.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan back at our Comcast Sportsnet studios along the river. We'll get you back out to the desert for first pitch in just a couple moments. Bears reported a training camp at Bourbonnais today. Can you believe it? Tomorrow the team will take physicals, and the first practice is on Friday. Mark Trespett says one team has to win the championship this season, so why not his Bears?
When our coaches walk through the locker room, we say, why can't we? Is there any reason why we can't compete for championships based on what we see in this locker room and on the field? And the answer is we certainly can. You know, there's no reason why we can't compete. The football that we put together will be determined by what we can handle and puts our team in best position to win come the first week of the season.
Picked head coaches and selected players in Chicago for the annual Media Day gathering. Northwestern won 10 games a year ago. The Cats are looking to build on their Gator Bowl victory over Mississippi State.
The confidence that was created off of a bowl victory, to go 2-0 against the SEC a year ago, and to be one of the only teams in the country to beat 3 BCS opponents out of Big Ten play. You know, we're excited about the future, but that's talk. It's about action now, and hopefully we continue to make the progress that we need to make in training camp to get ready for the opener against Cal.
Todd Hollingsworth will join me after the final out for Cubs post-game live. Stick around. First pitch is next here on Comcast Sportsnet. Len and JD are next. See you on the other side, everybody.
What started as an ordinary piece of aluminum was about to become something extraordinary. We have the technology to make it more refreshing than it's ever been. Bluer, colder, wider, venti-er. It's the ultimate delivery system for cold refreshment.
Thanks, scientist.
You're welcome, Beach Guy. The world's most refreshing can, only from Coors Light.
Woo! Sign a waiver?
Waiver?
Two seats, one for you and one for racing legend Mario Andretti. The fastest seat in sports sweepstakes. Enter for a chance to start an IZOD IndyCar Series race at shophonda.com.
Look at him, living on cloud nine with that U-verse wireless receiver.
You see, in my day, when my mom was repainting the house, you couldn't just set up a TV in the basement. I mean, come on.
Nope. We could only watch TV in the rooms that had a TV outlet.
Yeah, if we wanted to watch TV someplace else, we'd have to go to my Aunt Sally's. Have you ever sat in a plastic-covered couch?
You're missing a good game over here.
Those kids wouldn't have lasted one day in our shoes.
Add a wireless receiver. Call to get U-verse TV for just $19 a month with qualifying bundles. Rethink possible.
Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you in part by your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer, who invites you to test drive a Lexus today. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois. Through it all. BMO Harris Bank, helping money make sense. BMO Harris Bank. NA member FDIC. AT&T Uverse. Visit att.com/freeyourtv. Rethink possible. Ford. Check out America's freshest lineup at your local Ford store or at localfordstores.com. And by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com.
Well, as you can see, JD's limo driver took a little detour on his way to the ballpark today. We're set for the Cubs and Diamondbacks game 3 of 4. The Cubs are 2-3 on this 10-game NL West trip. And let's check out the Cubs Southwest starting lineup against right-hander Ian Kennedy. Good to see David DeJesus back in the lineup. First time in almost 6 weeks. Junior Lake moves down a spot and hits second. Rizzo third. Nate Scherholtz is going to clean up as Alfonso Soriano gets a night off. Starlin Castro's had a good trip. He's at short. Luis Valbuena at third. Darwin Barney batting seventh at second base. Wellington Castillo gets a nod behind the plate. Catching for Jeff Samardzija.
D-backs defensively. Kubel in left tonight, his first start of the series. Eaton in center field. Gerardo Parra, Gold Glover in right field. Eric Chavez has a bundle of Gold Gloves. He's at third. Gregorius Prado there in the middle. Paul Goldschmidt, the slugger at first base. Will Nieves behind the plate again tonight, spelling a banged-up Miguel Montero. Our Lexus Pursuing Perfection starting pitcher for the Diamondbacks. He's really just pursuing good. He's really scuffled 3-7 through 19 starts with a 5.29 ERA. Among qualifiers, he is near the bottom of the pack in earned run average. Fastball, cut fastball, curveball, changeup are the offerings from the veteran right-hander Ian Kennedy.
Look at the umpires. Angel Hernandez gets the plate. Paul Nauert is at first. Doug Eddings at second. And Dana DeMuth, who ejected Dale Swaim last night, is the crew chief over at third. So here's DeJesus. First game back off the disabled list. Suffered a sprained right shoulder on June 14th at Citi Field in New York. Chavez in at third and a called strike to begin the contest.
David missing 33 games. Nice to have that good, patient on-base approach at the plate. Not a high on-base percentage so far this year, but typically he has been very good in that regard.
Fouled away, out of play. There was a lot of Twitter buzz when the lineup came out and Alfonso Soriano's name wasn't in it. We will have more on him and the trade rumors a little bit later. That's not why he's out of the lineup. Dale did want to find a game to get him some rest, and with DeJesus back, he didn't want to take Junior Lake out of the lineup either.
No,
hit foul.
And with all the left-handed pitching the Cubs have been facing, Nate Scherholtz needs at bats too. I mean, you can understand why the Twitter world blew up with Soriano not in the lineup, and all the rumors about Alfonso being dealt to the Yankees. He has very good numbers in his career against Ian Kennedy, so you figured, well, he likely would be in the lineup.
So Soriano is still a Cub. That may change at some point down the road, but again, we'll get the scoop from Patrick Mooney in the 5th inning. Good breaking ball, and DeJesus is out.
Good tight breaking ball there from Ian Kennedy. I talked about his struggles with that high ERA, but pretty good last time out. So he tries to get his season turned around. This is a guy who's 2 years removed from a 21-4 season with a 2.88 ERA. Those are the numbers he posted in 2011, a year in which he finished 4th in the National League in the Cy Young voting.
Now Lake 7 out of 10 with 2 homers in the series. Twelve hits in his first 5 career games. That's the most by a Cub since at least 1960. Certainly one of the best starts I've ever seen a position player have. And the 1-1. Off the end of the bat a little bit, but that's a gapper. It's going to get down and go to the wall. He's got a 6-game hitting streak to start his career.
Oh, this is fun to watch. We got a little game going of anything I can do better. Bunt hits, home runs, and now a 1-out double off of Kennedy. It looked like an off-speed pitch. Floated up there a little bit. And whacks it into the alley in left center and watch him run. Better keep an eye on him. He might try to swipe third base. Tougher to do with a left-handed hitter up.
Swing and a miss by Rizzo. 0-1.
Kennedy not a hard thrower, but there's some deception in his delivery with a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Throws a lot of changeups.
Kick, the pitch. Fastball that time fouled off. Kennedy's been sitting on 49 career wins since he beat the Cubs at Wrigley Field on June 1st. For whatever reason, he's pitched on the road a ton. At one point, he made 7 consecutive starts on the road. And over his last 8, 4 losses, 4 no decisions.
And there's the breakdown, home and road. The ERA not good either way. He's got an ERA of 8.05 in the first inning. He's allowed 17 first inning runs in his 19 starts.
The 1-2 lined to short, double play. Gregorius playing right where Rizzo hit it, and Lake was an easy out. So the Cubs first, just like that, is over. The Diamondbacks are coming up.
It's the end of the model year. Now with bonus cash, Nissan is giving you the bottom line, with up to an additional $1,000 on top of existing offers on select models. Shop at ChooseNissan.com.
What's better, being the best at something or just being okay?
Best.
Okay, why?
I would be the best doctor because I would give them casts if they're hurt. There's colorful casts with stickers on them.
You would just give them casts?
With stickers. Stickers that say feel better. No.
It's not complicated. Best is better. And AT&T shares the #1 ranking for network performance in Chicago.
Save big money during the Menards Big Sale. Get the best brands, best quality, and best price, period, with Dutch Boy Paint. Platinum Interior has an exclusive no prep, no prime formula with advanced stain blocking technology. And Dutch Boy DuraWeather Max Bond Exterior uses advanced adhesion technology to provide superior one-coat coverage on chalky, dirty, previously painted and glossy surfaces. Right now, save $6 per gallon. That's $30 on 5-gallon pails.
Save big money at Menards.
It's the end of the model year. Now with bonus cash, Nissan is giving you the bottom line, with up to an additional $1,000 on top of existing offers on select models. Shop at ChooseNissan.com.
Cubs with a hit, no runs in the top of the first. The Diamondbacks will line up this way. Brought to you by Southwest. Adam Eaton had a big night last night in their blowout win. Parrs in right, Goldschmidt at first, leading the league with 80 RBIs. Eric Chavez cleaning up tonight. He had a big performance. Martin Prados at second. Jason Kubel gets his first start of the series in left. Wilnie Avis in there for the second straight night. Miguel Montero dealing with some back stiffness. Gregorius 8th, Kennedy 9th.
Cubs defensively, Lake slides over to left. DeJesus back in center. Schuerholz right. Valbuena, Castro, Barney, Rizzo third to first. Wellington, Castillo back behind the dish for Alexis pursuing perfection. Starting pitcher Jeff Samardzija.
And his first pitch to Adam Eaton is a called strike.
At 93, that fastball will sit right around 95 miles an hour. 6-9 with a 3.91 ERA through 20 starts.
Knocked down by Samardzija. Little self-defense, and he'll get the out.
Don't take too much time. Not quitting on the play, busting it down the line, but he's out number 1. Quickly dispatched, sharply hit ground ball.
Got him on the backside.
Booty call.
Right in the wallet. Well, the last time Samardzija faced Arizona, it was that matchup with Ian Kennedy. Diamondbacks won 12-4 at Wrigley Field. And by the way, in the Cubs wins, 2 of them against Arizona this season, they've held the Diamondbacks to 2 runs a game. In their 3 losses, the Diamondbacks have averaged 10 runs per contest. Good splitter on Gerardo Parra. Anyway, I guess the Diamondbacks were a little upset with Jeff in that last start. They perceived him to be a little too vocal that night. He had a brief verbal exchange with the third base coach Matt Williams. Rizzo will flip. Samardzija covering. 2 outs.
Oh yeah. We didn't do that game.
No, we didn't. I talked to Jeff the following day. He had no idea the Diamondbacks had an issue with him, but he kind of blew it off and didn't understand why. I think he just chalked it up to I'm a competitor. In the heat of the moment, stuff happens. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. 80 knocked in, leading the league.
Yeah, Jeff pitched well in that game. The game got away from the Cubs late, much like last night's game did. But in that ball game, Jeff allowed just 3 runs in 6 1/3, and he struck out 11 Diamondback hitters. This guy's very good middle of the way. You got to do your work inside on him. For a slugger, he's shown a willingness to shorten his stroke when behind in the count and just punch the ball to right field, right center. And you can tell by the way the Cubs are deployed defensively. Normally with big sluggers, they're playing strong pull. And not so much in the outfield for sure. Barney's shaded towards second base, and Rizzo as well off the line, but pretty much straight up in the outfield. That's a weird rehearsal. That swing. That was funky. Trying to stay inside the ball.
Ball 4. One thing in that start we just mentioned, he did give up 11 base runners in 6 1/3, 7 hits and 4 walks. Along with 11 punch outs.
It's the type of game when you give up that many base runners and you're working out a tough innings, you're getting big strikeouts, you tend to show some emotion. That's probably what Matt Williams took issue with, but just being a competitor.
Inside to the veteran Eric Chavez. Former Athletic, former Yankee, current Diamondback, 6-time Gold Glover, the last of which came in 2006. In fact, he won 6 in a row with the A's. He's never been an all-star, but did win the Silver Slugger in 2002 and has hit for the cycle as well. He's had a hard time staying healthy. He's had at least 1 DL stint every year since 2007. That was going into the year.
A lot of back issues, hasn't he?
That's going to reach center field. It got past Samardzija. And the Diamondbacks are in business in a sprained oblique this year for Eric Chavez. So let's go back to June 1st. Our Xfinity high-speed action. Jeff Samardzija against the So a lot of punch-outs in that game, 11.
Yeah, good sinking action on his fastball, and then the splitter to complement it. He's been a road warrior. 4-5 on the road, but a 2.56 ERA. That's the 6th best road ERA in the National League. And the Cubs have won his last 4 road starts.
1-0 on Prado. So yeah, so Eric Chavez, right foot, right hand, back, right shoulder, right forearm, neck spasms, fractured left foot, a concussion, and then the strained oblique. So yeah, he had some back issues, especially with the A's about 5 years ago. I think we just about covered every malady a baseball player can have.
Hangnail.
Three 3-0, all this starting with 2 out, nobody on, as Samardzija walked Goldschmidt. Chavez then singled, and now 3-0 to Prado.
Yeah, if he could just spin the clock back a little bit, I think he would prefer to get another shot at Goldschmidt, be a little bit more aggressive in that confrontation. Well, Goldschmidt, one of those guys you identify, somebody you want to be very careful with in meaningful situations, but 2 outs, nobody on in the first inning, you treat a little differently than you do the 6th inning of a 1-run game if he strides to home plate. Prado's been swinging it well lately, hit a home run last night.
And they are now loaded for the struggling Jason Kubel.
Now batting, left fielder, number 13, Jason Kubel.
Pinch hit double last night, but still just 3 for his last 29. We get an early look at our AT&T UVerse multi-view. Know where to put this left-handed hitter, Jason Kubel. Good start. 0-1. Diamondbacks still a half game back of the Dodgers, who are tied late in Toronto in the 8th 2-2. Cubs knocked them out of first 2 days ago.
Dodgers having their best stretch since 1977. '21 out of 26 or something like that. Very good in his career with the bases loaded.
Yeah. A ball and 2 strikes. Dale hopes to be around for all 9 tonight. Kicked out in the 3rd inning last night.
Playing a strong pull for Kubel here. They've got a shift on with Castro on the right side of second base. Balbuena way off of 3rd, and that's allowing Goldschmidt to come well down the line as Samardzija comes set. Sometimes that can be a little disconcerting for a pitcher, and of course a ball in the dirt doesn't have to kick away very far for Goldschmidt to score a run.
Twelve balls, only 9 strikes for Samardzija here in the first. 2-2.
Yeah, and he would probably argue that there should be maybe 3 more strikes than balls. Angel Hernandez fairly tight behind the plate so far here in the early going. Nice.
Goldschmidt at third, Chavez at second, Prado at first. And Samardzich tries to get out of this inning. Another 2-2. Called strike three. Got the high fastball. And the inning is over. His first strikeout comes at a good time as the Diamondbacks leave 3, and we are scoreless at the end of 1.
You're outnumbered. We will accept your surrender with respect. Really?
Interesting.
X-Men fans rejoice. It's the Wolverine movie you've been waiting for. The Wolverine, rated PG-13.
She's always been able to brighten your day. It's just her way. But your erectile dysfunction? That could be a question of blood flow. Cialis Tadalafil for daily use helps you be ready anytime the moment's right. You can be more confident in your ability to be ready. And the same Cialis is the only daily ED tablet approved to treat ED and symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently or urgently. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medications and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sexual activity. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as this may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess with Cialis. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or if you have any allergic reactions such as rash, hives, swelling of the lips, tongue, or throat, or difficulty breathing or swallowing, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis for daily use and a 30-tablet free trial.
If you love steak, Chili's has got the deal for you. Right now, get a thick, juicy sirloin, crispy fries, and a fresh garden salad for just $9.99. Come enjoy our new Steak Lovers special today, only at Chili's. More life happens here.
With Luna, buy 2 rooms of flooring with installation and get product for the rest of your home for just $99. Sit back, relax, and save.
773-202 Luna.
Rated PG-13.
Nate Sherholtz takes ball 1 from Ian Kennedy. Jeff Samardzich got out of a big-time jam, bases loaded in the first inning as he struck out Jason Kubel. Sherholtz came off the bench last night and hit a 2-run homer. He needed it.
Banged up a little bit heading into the All-Star break. A chance to rest obviously over the break, and then with all the left-handed starters the Cubs have been seeing, not many starts for him, so even more chances to heal up a little bit.
Shallow left. Now on foul ground, Chavez makes the catch. MLB.com at Bat is your #1 mobile app for live baseball. Available for iPhone, iPad, Android, and BlackBerry 10. At Bat delivers Cubs baseball with live audio, pitch tracking, stats, highlights, and more. Text at Bat to 31826 or go to Cubs.com for details. We just got a look during the break at the gruesome what appears to be ankle injury suffered by Tim Hudson of the Atlanta Braves. Eric Young Jr. stepped on him as he was covering first base. We were debating whether or not to show it, and I can't look at it. It looks like a really bad one.
It does. And kind of surprising that doesn't happen more often. Pitchers running over there to cover first base, some really don't have time to find the corner of the bag. You see a lot of times they'll put their foot right in the middle of the bag, and a base runner coming down the line a lot of times will just clip it or just barely miss it, but that time right on top of it in a very vulnerable position.
There was really nothing Young could do to avoid stepping on Hudson. His foot was right on top of the base. Swing and a miss by Castro, 2-2. In fact, Eric Young had tears in his eyes right after the play occurred. Roll over, foul, grounder. Starlin went 0 for 4 with a walk last night, but he hit the ball really hard a couple of times. Just nothing to show for it. And now over his last 99 at bats, he has 30 hits. That's a .303 average. Previous 100 did not go so well. He's squaring up balls a lot more frequently now.
Yeah, and I don't know if when you see a guy start to have success, if it's just a matter of us watching him, projecting on him, or if it's actually the case. But he just looks like a more confident hitter in the batter's box. See, the guy's really struggling. They always have that look of confusion. And you can see in the body language sometimes the frustration as they get caught in between, late on the fastball, out in front of the off-speed stuff.
Foul tip, strike 3. Well, in the interest of news, and we have been talking about it, and we will warn you, this is not pretty to watch. So if you want to avert your eyes for a couple of seconds, we certainly understand. Here's the injury suffered by Tim Hudson. Now you can see where his foot is and where Eric Young Jr. has to go to get to first base.
You see Hudson, he has the bag, but he goes back just to make sure. And that just doesn't look like that's going to end well at all for Hudson.
And it's safe to look again. Swing and a miss by Valbuena. 0-1.
Long 162 game schedule. Injuries play a big part of it. Braves currently in first place with a comfortable cushion over the Phillies, 7 games. Hudson, a very valuable piece for them. Matt Kemp back on the DL for the Dodgers. They activated Ted Lilly. He's got an ankle, an injured ankle. He actually has 2 ankles, but he's got 1 injured one.
Do you have 2 or 4? Inside, outside, or is that just one?
I was counting that as 1.
I guess it would be 1. Yeah. It would be the inside or the outside of said ankle.
You got your inner ankle and your outer ankle.
Buena stays alive.
I talked about Kennedy 2 years ago. 21-4. He was solid last year, nowhere near as good. He was 15-12, ERA climbing to 4.02.
Slowly hit on the ground to Prado, and that's it. We've played an inning and a half from the desert, and we're scoreless.
Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you by Elysium from the director of District 9 in theaters August 9th.
Elysium has taken everything, food, water, medicine,
Cancer removed.
and left us with nothing.
Max, help us. Only you can save us.
I'm going up there. Give me the suit. I'm gonna make this right.
Activate Kruger.
Elysium.
They will hunt you to the edge of the earth for this.
August 9th in IMAX.
Destination Assist, this is Anne. Where would you like to go tonight?
It's a golden opportunity to see how Lexus effortlessly connects you to where you're going. Come to the Golden Opportunity Sales Event and experience the connectivity of Lexus and Forum, available on all Lexus models. Lease the 2013 RX 350 for $399 a month for 36 months, and we'll make your first month's payment. See your Lexus dealer.
I wasn't exactly a fan of our last carryout deal, but this one is crazy.
The deal is a large 3-topping pizza, carry-out only for just $7.99, Monday through Thursday.
Monday through Thursday?
Thursday.
What happened to Monday through Wednesday?
We've just taken a great deal and we've made it better.
I'm gonna need some help.
Hey, here to help.
Hi, welcome to Domino's.
takes. Thank you for calling Domino's. This is Patrick. Here you go. Enjoy your day.
The new carry-out special every Monday through Thursday, only at Domino's.
Cacti. And they're, the tall ones are really, really old. Like, I think they live to be over 100.
Yeah, I think they do too.
You can't beat summer in Chicago, especially in beautiful Wrigley Field. So gather your friends and family, make baseball part of your plans. The Cubs' first home series after this trip comes up next Monday night, July 29th, against the Brewers. To purchase tickets, go to Cubs.com.